OMG! Guys, we are getting a left spinner with rubber for the first time. Oh my goodness. First of all, we don't have that many left spinners in Beyblade X. We have the main release of Cobalt Dragoon, and that is being used a ton in the competitive scene, but it's been out for so long now. L-Drago remake doesn't really count because people are not really using it, right? But now, oh my god, Meteor Dragoon 3-70J is on the way.
Dude, so much Beyblade news dropped today, we gotta talk about it. We just couldn't hold back. So we have the UX-17 Starter that's coming out the end of December. And then there's also a brand new UX-18 Random Booster Vol.8 MummyCurse. Along with a crossover project release, and then the Orochi Bay that's coming out this month. Dude, there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yo, Beyblade news just non-stop. I love it, man. This time of the year, it's always popping off with releases. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's dive right in. Let's talk about Meteor Dragoon, because I know that you guys are the most hyped about this one. This is going to be a left spin attack type in the UX line. The main gimmick of this bay is that it has consecutive one-hit kills. Each blade is supposed to be very big, very thick. It should be able to provide a lot of damage. But on top of that, it has rubber as well, meaning that you're supposed to be able to absorb some spin while you're attacking.
Dude, when Takara Tomy makes a promotional video for a bay, you know it's heat. Totally looks like a Meteor Dragooon. Just, you know, those dragon heads, the 3-blade design. Man, what do you guys think? White colorway.
It definitely looks like a Meteor Dragoon. It 100% pays tribute to that. If you guys are from that generation, you will definitely recognize it. I think it's the first thing that popped into all of our heads.
Yeah.
When you are looking at the blade itself though, you'll notice that each blade looks like it's as of a different size. So there's one blade that's way larger and, you know, it has the rubber sticking out from the bottom. You can see it through the top there. And that's probably going to provide a bit of an imbalance. I think Takara Tomy doesn't want this to be a perfectly balanced bay that has amazing rubber qualities that will allow it to spin steel forever.
Yeah, especially because left spinners are super rare in the Beyblade world, I guess. So to balance the gameplay, they really want to make sure that it doesn't just own the stadium. But yeah, you can see the blades, like, you know how the top-down view, the purple blades, the purple is the rubber pieces. You can see that purple stick out way more on just one of that side.
Yeah, obviously it's very early still, right? We just have some photos and like promotional videos to go off of. We can't wait to see what type of performance we're going to get. Hopefully it hits as hard as, you know, it's saying that it's going to hit. It's kind of like an Impact Drake situation. Maybe the rubber won't play a huge part in its performance and it'll still be relying on the metal pieces. We do get that white metal coat, right? To add a little bit of extra weight, hopefully. I love that the bay is still part of the UX line. Dragoon hasn't seen a CX bay release yet, and that's okay, right? You don't need to have a CX bay in order to be competitive. In my opinion, the UX line is top notch.
Yeah, it's something tells me that this is gonna be the Drain Fafnir of the generation, but then at the same time, would it be the Longinus of the generation that, you know, doesn't really spin steel or doesn't do it that well, even though it's a left spinner?
Yes, you know, since it's an attack type, I definitely think it's leaning more towards Longinus, right? In my opinion anyways, it just kind of makes sense. All these Dragoon bays, Drake bays, like for the most part, they've been attack types, not a Drain Fafnir stamina type.
Everyone is just dying to put that elevate bit on it, I just know it.
We could definitely see that happening, right? It'll be like a Cobalt Dragoon repeat. But yeah, we may as well segue into the parts that it comes with. We get a 370 ratchet, which, you know, isn't necessarily new, and I don't know, it's kind of plain, but not a big deal. It's a reliable 3-sided ratchet mid-height. I'm sure a lot of people will throw on like a 60 height after. But the new piece that we're getting for the bit is Jolt.
Sounds very Beyblade Burst, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Like using the same names and terminology as in, you know, previous generations. It's such a common theme with the developers of Beyblade X. This is an attack type bit. It's a very interesting shape. It looks like it has a very thin, narrow shaft for the main platform. It's also still a whole flat too, so it should still move pretty quickly. But I think that the design here is to minimize stamina loss maybe it'll be a good rush or low rush competitor.
Yeah, the overall look kind of reminds me of Zap, but yeah, the flats, whole flat does really scream Dragon Bays, you know?
Yeah, I have a feeling this might be a really good bit. We'll see. From the photo, it looks like it has a lot of teeth for the gear, so that is kind of like a downside, right? Your extreme dashes will be very fast, but you're gonna lose a ton of stamina if you hit that extreme line.
And then we're also getting a left spinning winder launcher in that white and purple theme. Kind of reminds me of Longinus bays, to be honest.
Yeah, the whole color scheme and everything, man.
Yeah.
It's like a million bays in one. It's like we see all these different reoccurring themes.
But yeah, Chrome is getting a brand new bay again. So that's coming out December.
Dude, like what is going on with Chrome, man? Like he got Impact Drake. We didn't really like see too much going on with that in the story, and now we're getting another bay from him already.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that's the theme in Beyblade X. The anime and the bays, they don't really correspond, you know, the timeline. It's different.
Yeah, it's like jumping around a little bit. It's very interesting. All right, so let's talk about the next bay release that we're getting, guys. I have a feeling that people won't care about this one as much. This is a defense type, so a direct opposite release for our Meteor Dragoon. We have MummyCurse. And this is a very interesting shape. It has a blade activation gimmick, which is cool.
Yeah, so when the bay is you know, spinning fast, when you first launch it, that hook will actually come out. And then when it slows down, that's when it retracts. So they call it the counter form or the guard form. There's two forms there that it transforms into. Looking at it so far, it actually looks quite unbalanced, especially because you got the hook coming out. And the two, there's 4 blades, and 2 of the blades look a lot heavier or maybe thicker than the other 2. So I'm very interested to see how that will perform, especially when it's a defense type bay.
Getting the flashbacks of like Libra from Metal Fight or something.
No way. Don't do my Libra like that. Don't compare that, this mummy bay with that.
Yeah, like this is the thing. An avatar for a mummy, you know that this is going to be some kind of like side character that people will forget about in a day.
Hey, who knows? Yeah, I know what you mean. What was the one that I already forgot the name? What's the one in season 1? The one that it's mummy related.
Oh, Sphinx Cowl?
Yeah.
That's not even a mummy.
I forgot the name. What the heck?
You proved the point already.
It slipped my mind, like actually though.
Yeah, you already proved the point right there because you couldn't.
I was gonna say Anubis, but then that's totally not right.
Yeah, and we just offended like 1 million fans that are users of Sphinx Cowl or something.
True. Sorry.
Sorry guys. Sorry. Sphinx Cowl is still cool, okay? It's all good, bro. Don't cry.
It's not the top of my list, okay?
Absolutely. So yeah, it's coming out as a random booster, UX-17 Volume 8. Looks like we get a bunch of other bays as well. But as for the rest of the parts, we have a brand new 755 ratchet, another simple type ratchet.
Yeah, it looks really cool. When you look at it, at first I thought it was a blade. And I was like, is this a counter Leon Bay remake? But nope, this is a ratchet. So the O-shape ratchet means that's a simple ratchet. And so that will actually fit into our Clock Mirage combo. Maybe that will do well with that bay because it's so round, right?
It's fairly low, which is great. I find that it's so ironic because we were just talking about how Sphinx Cowl was like forgettable. And this ratchet actually looks like the shape of Sphinx Cowl's blade. At least a little bit to me. Yeah. For the bit, we get Wedge, so nothing new. Super high stamina, which is great. A lot of people like using this to outspin a bunch of opponents. Not my personal favorite by any means, but a lot of people will like having this Wedge bit.
Then also now you have a way of getting a Tiger Bay recolor. So Mr. Beast is getting a different color now. Yeah, red or white. So there you go if you're a fan of that tiger. And then you also got the Drawn Dagger BX Bay. I think some fans might like that release. And then the Pegasus lock chip, blue Pegasus, you know, pays tribute to the original Pegasus color, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, that recolor looks sick. You get a blue brush, it looks like. And then like a clear and pink Brave. It's really cool. And so yeah, 2 chances of getting the brand new blade. MummyCurse.
But is it just me, or is prize bay number 2, that yellow-green MummyCurse, looks more like a mummy than the actual like 01 release?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it kind of has that type of look to it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I associate it with like the brown, because you know, you expect it to be like somewhat of a, you know, it has some sort of relation with like the desert or something like that, you know, Egypt and stuff. You think about the sand. One cool detail though is if you look at the launcher hooks, since they are resin, right? It looks like they put a design in the launcher hooks. It's not just like a plain launcher hook. You guys see that?
It's like a
you look at the top-down view. Yeah, they put like some sort of symbol.
An eye, right? Is it an eye?
It's really cool. Yeah.
When the hook actually comes out, I guess you don't really get to see it all that much, because that only happens when the bay is like high speed. But it's actually huge. That thing sticks out so much. I feel like it's gonna be a huge liability in battle, but I don't know. That's my predictions right now.
Yeah, it could just be like the next drawn buster. One-hit kill.
Maybe. But this is a defense type, bro.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so many defense types are great with counterattacks and everything, so...
That's true,
yeah,
that's true.
Maybe it will be the next crazy attack type. It's like another Wyvern release. Like, oh, it's a stamina type, defense type, whatever, you know? And then next thing you know, people are using it to like attack like crazy and...
Yeah, or like Golem Rock.
Yeah, I just love it.
Yep, so that's MummyCurse, Random Booster Vol.8. Alongside this release, we also have BXG22, which is our Dragoon S remake crossover project. Finally, you don't have to buy the whole 25th anniversary set to get this bay. You can buy it separately on in a booster now. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the people won't be interested in it, to be totally honest with you. Only OGs, like obviously this is going to be a huge hit in Japan because we have so many OG Beyblade fans over there. But in the North American market though, I feel like a lot of people just won't spend their money on this once it eventually comes out to Hasbro, or like they won't import it, you know, it just doesn't mean too much to them. For us though, that box looks sick. So nostalgic.
Yeah.
We have to buy this bay.
For sure. Yeah, when I said, what do you guys think about it? I just imagined crickets.
Yo,
but yeah, I mean, if you know, you know. Like, there's a very special group of people who will appreciate this for sure.
It's literally like the first Beyblade for the most part. You know what I mean? It's like the most iconic original Beyblade, right? You cannot talk about Beyblade and not mention a Dragoon Bay. Like this is the start of everything, right?
But Takeo Tomy really gotta just remake other bays. They have done this like, you know, these type of bays so many times in like in the burst form as well. I feel like, you know, can we just do something
so true,
like, I don't know, Big Bang Pegasus or something?
So true. It's a
like
bit
more complicated,
washed, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
They kind of killed the hype by releasing it too many times, I feel.
Yeah, totally agree.
All right, guys, so let us know in the comment section below if you guys are hyped for that Meteor, I was gonna say Meteor L-Drago, but it's Meteor Dragoon. So yeah, December 27th, we're gonna see that. It's interesting because it's right after Christmas, but I guess in Japan, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
End of the year release. We'll see in January, I guess.
Yep, they do this every single year. Like they seem to not want to release something in early December or whatever. Maybe they'll do like a shock drop. But yeah, there tends to be a release at the very end right around New Year's because New Year's is a big deal to them over there. So that's why they do it.
Alrighty, so let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like this video. We got a ton of other drops coming out soon, so stay tuned. And as always, Geeks out!